Hi there. This is Dalila Sahaja. I just want to thank everybody. I'm so thankful and so grateful for all the support that I received, all your prayers, well wishes. It meant so very much to me, so much to me. Um, I'm so thankful for this, my YouTube community. I Yeah, if I didn't have all of your all support, I would probably be silent and, little pieces of me dying inside. This is such a traumatic um, situation that happened to me at work. And yeah, I'm just so thankful and so grateful for your support. I just wanted to let you know that. And some might ask why would I make this public on YouTube? And, and like I just said, because I really needed a lot of support. The other reason is if there is someone out there who is going through something similar at this time that I've gone through, I want you to don't be quiet. I want you to let people know. Um, and I would say don't just rush out and start talking. I think you should um, pray on it, ask God for guidance, um, and so that He can help you navigate through the rough terrain into a softer road. Um, so that's how I got through it as well. Um, it was, like I said, very rough. I would be at the job crying, just not understanding why this happened to me. Um, and then last Friday, um, it got easy. God made the day go by so easily. I didn't have to work around that person. I was able to do something else in another part of the area, in the kitchen. Um, and all this week has been beautiful. And it's only through the grace of God that I've been able to truly let go and let God, just effortlessly. Um, so, yeah, please speak up. Don't allow someone to take away the joy in your life. We just can't allow that to continue to go on. So I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all your support then and now, continuing. Um, I'm not sure what's going to happen at this point with the whole situation. It's not clear to me. I am walking by faith and let God show me the way from moment to moment what I should do. So that's that on that. I had a couple of important information that I wanted to share with you. In things I think people should question, should think about, take time to pause and think about these things. And what I'm talking about right now is the weather. How people just turn on the weather and believe whatever the weather person says about what the weather is going to be that day or days or weeks, right? You could be expecting sunny skies, warm weather, and then it switches. It's rainy, it's cloudy, like, what happened? What happened to the weather person's forecast about it being a sunny and warm day, right? So in Charlotte, we had 2 weeks of rain, dark skies and rain for 2 weeks. And it really started to affect us. That's why I moved to Charlotte, because I couldn't deal with all these gray days and snowy days in Michigan. I needed sun. I needed warmth and sunshine. So those 2 weeks really was bringing me down, and my clients as well, my coworkers and my clients as well. And so I'm like, I done had enough of this gloomy weather. And so the weather people had forecast, oh, another week of rain and you know, cool temperatures and all that. And I was like, no, I'm not having it. I was like, we have to declare that we're going to have sun. We're going to have warm weather. And so everybody, when we start talking about the weather, I was like, we're not doing that. I don't care what the weather person said. We're going to pray for sun because we need the sun. And, it was making us tired, grumpy, sleepy. The day was just dragging on. So I said, nope, we're going to pray for sun. So what happened was actually the week that they said we were going to have another week of rain, we had sun. We had 2 weeks actually of beautiful, warm 80-degree weathers and sun. It was great. So with the power of prayer, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. And I bring this up because I wondered if anybody ever paid attention to what's going up in the skies, in the heavens. Uh, I am very in tune with nature and looking up to the sky, to the heavens, and I expect to see blue skies and sun, right? And what I have noticed over the years is that there's this pattern. These planes fly over and they emit this smoke, and this smoke, the planes do a crisscross pattern in the sky, and as the smoke comes out of the plane and they do this crisscross pattern, this smoke gets bigger, puffier, until it forms into clouds. And after it forms into clouds, in a day or two, sometimes that same day, you get rain. And I'm like, what? This is not God's design. This is man made stuff. So I, started doing some research about this. And layman's terms, these are called chemtrails. And what they do is they affect the weather, they affect the human person. For me, particularly, I'm very sensitive to energy, to what goes up on in the ethers, And when they do the spraying, um, it gives me a headache. Number one, I've heard other people say it makes them sneeze, their nose runs, their eyes run, it makes them moody. Sad, low. Some people get depressed. And it's not good. It's not good for us. So I did some research, and what I found was that these things that I call chemtrails are called climate engineering or weather modification. And they started this in 1950. And the whole premise behind it is that was to stop having droughts and change the weather if they were expecting some bad winter storms to come about. So my question is, you have this weather modification, climate engineering. Why isn't it used in uh, India or in Africa or other parts of the world where they have droughts? You know, people are dying of thirst because it's not raining. So why wouldn't they use that in those areas? It also said that Russia and China was a part of this program, as well as our neighbors, well, neighbor in Michigan. Canada is also in a line with using these techniques. And so I asked, okay, we have this so we can prevent droughts. Well, how come they didn't use it in California last year, this year after year, previous years for California and their wildfires? Why didn't they use it in Canada for last year's wildfires and this year's wildfires? They've already put it in place. They've been doing it since 1950. What's up with that? I mean, I wonder what you think of that. So right now, I see there's no one on, and that's okay. But please, when you see my live later on, please give me some comments, what you have experienced and what you think about this. Um, I wonder if you ever looked up in the heavens and saw these crisscross patterns and did your own research about it and what you thought about it, right? Um, yeah, this whole thing about preventing droughts, it's really funny to me. And why would so many people have to lose their lives, lose their homes and their livelihood in California in particular? Why? When you already have these things in place to prevent it, right? So, also, I wanted to let you know that these rains, these chemicals that come down on us and affect humans, it also affects nature. Now, here I've noticed in Charlotte, on the trees, they have these patchy green spots and on the trunks of the trees, and I don't know, some kind of, I guess, disease that is forming from these rains, and also in Michigan. I noticed that in, I think it was 2018, 2019, that there were these black dots that were forming on the leaves of all of the trees. And then there was this white, patchy substance on the barks of the trees in Michigan. So this rain comes and affects the plants, it affects the soil. What is it doing to our food? You know, all this spraying that they do, like I said, just about every day. Um, you will see those crisscross patterns, and that stuff is coming down on us and on our planet. So it's not good. It's not good. Um, you might think, well, what can we do about it? I mean, the first thing I would absolutely say is pray. Prayer is most powerful, as I know for sure, and I'm sure many of you know. And then I would say, they say ask you to vote all the time. Well, use your vote to stop this injustice to humanity and to planet Earth. This is the only place we have to live, and we need to take better care of Earth, of Mother Earth. I pray and give thanks for Mother Earth every day, several times throughout the day, because I can't go anywhere else. And I love where I am. So, yes, we need to do something about that. And also, I've also noticed that sometimes when after it rains, or sometimes if it doesn't rain. But, I notice it more after it rains, and, you would hope to get the fresh rain smell after a rain, and roll down the car windows and let the breeze in. And sometimes you will get this foul smell that comes down with the rain. You can't even have your windows open. I have to roll them up and put on the air conditioner. It's terrible. The smell is really foul. So I don't know if any of you have experienced that before, but take notice. Take notice. Look up in the skies and see what's going on. I think that we have so many distractions, especially with the phones. Every I see people walking across the street looking at the phone instead of looking at where they're crossing if there's a car coming by. Look up in the heavens, look up in the sky and see what's going on, and take action for your life, for the betterment of your life and for humanity. So, yeah, I want to know, what you think about this, what you think about what they're doing in the skies. Um, with knowledge, what I want to say, knowledge is power. And that is why I'm bringing this up as discussion, for you to think about, for you to question, talk with your family, with your friends, um, people who have connections in Congress and government. Talk to them about this so that that a conscious change will take place. Now, I also wanted to talk to you all about our beliefs in the pharmaceuticals, or the advertisement for pharmaceuticals, for um, medications that they advertise on TV, the and all the dozens of side effects that come with these medications. The side effects, they list a whole plethora, I don't know if that's how you say the word, of things that could possibly happen if you take this medication. And all that is on this long list when you get your prescription of what these medications could possibly do to you. And I want to question and ask, do you just take the script that the doctor gives you and just go get it filled and just start taking the medication, or do you question the doctor? Uh, w- you know, I mean, really question the doctor. Why do I have to have this? Um, what are the side effects? Are there any alternatives? What else can I do besides taking this medication with all these potential side effects? Because that, to me, affects your life, your health, your longevity, your quality of life. And, if the doctor ever prescribes something for me, I'm going to have probably a zillion questions. And you probably get tired of me. I'm going to ask so many questions because I'm not fond, of taking a medication. And if I had to take a medication, I'm going to, make sure I know what it is. If it's something that is really important, that I must take, I'm going to take it for as short amount of time as I have to, and find a way, um, design an exit plan with my doctor about getting off of this stuff, because I know from the side effects that they must list to tell you about, There are going to be some um, added health risks, especially if you take more than one medication. Several medications is going to affect your memory. It may affect your memory. It may affect your sleep patterns. It may affect your appetite. It may affect your organs. And like I said, your quality of life. And I know that this is a sensitive issue. We say you don't talk about your meds, your doctor, uh, your religion, and politics. But this is very important to me, very, very dear to my heart because I love people and I love my sisters, women, because we are the creators of life. And, we need to be here and we need to be here in good health and happy and joyous. Um, and so that's why I brought this up for you to um, consider your options, consider healthier choices in your life. Like I said, if you have to take whatever medications, then hopefully you can take it for a short amount of time with your a doctor's help to wean you off of it, you choosing to have healthier life choices, habits, eating more fruits and vegetables, drinking more water than anything else, um, going for walks, getting fresh air, exercising, more prayer, meditation, self care. All these things help with the quality and longevity of your life. So it's very important. It's very important to me. That is why I have this YouTube channel because I care. I care greatly. And it really troubles me. It really hurts me when I see seniors, and I am a senior too, uh, with these pill cases full of medications um, that they take daily and what toll it takes on their body, on their mental capacity, on their thinking, on being clear, on being focused, on being energetic, um, of having a joyous life with their children, their grandchildren, their great grandchildren. Um, so I pray that you understand why I'm saying this, why I'm talking to you about this, and you understand that it's because I love you and I want us to have a long and healthy and happy life. um, I was thinking of my mom. Um, she does water aerobics, and I'm so happy that she does water aerobics. She's 83, um, and everybody marvels that she's there doing the moves like all the younger meaning 70, 60, 50-year olds. And I'm so very happy that she's doing that. But I also am concerned about her meds. And I just have to keep praying um, that things will get better for her in that arena, that area of her life. So I keep suggesting and praying and, coaxing her and nudging her to, hey, let's go for a walk and let's do our boots on the ground dance. And yeah, encouraging her to do some bed yoga, you know. So I'm encouraging you as well to get more active, to, and I'm always talking to her about drink your water. How much water have you drunk today? Drink your water. Please increase your water intake. Increase your fresh fruits and vegetable intake. Make that the larger portion of your meal. And that's for everyone in America, you know. Make that plate full of beautiful fruits and vegetables, and with your smaller portion of protein. I mean, meat protein, I should say, because you can find proteins in beans, in quinoa, in dark leafy greens, in your kale, and your collard greens, and your turnip greens, your mustard greens. All of those have proteins as well. Okay? So I just want you to be healthy and happy and live a long and prosperous life with your children, with your grandchildren, with your great grandchildren. Yes. So I really wish there had been someone to ask me some questions, to bring some information that they have. So please, when you watch this later on, please leave me some comments. Leave me some suggestions. I am here to receive. I am so eternally thankful and grateful for you, for this platform, for the divine, for God Almighty, for having me here. Um, for being in this sweet spot, for reminding me of this sweet spot um, when it was rough. And it's all through the grace of God that I've gotten here to this sweet spot. And it's a great reminder for me if it gets a little rocky again to come back, circle back to this spot, right? Because, you know, you have your ebb and flows. You know, it's just a part of life. And so, yeah, I thank you. I love you all. And until we see each other again, peace and love. I guess I'm still on. Guess what? I forgot something very important. And that was, please stop saying my disease, my bronchitis, my diabetes, my bad knees, my arthritis, my appendicitis, my C word, I don't like to use that word, cancer. You're claiming it. Please don't claim it. Claim God. Claim your victory. Claim your healing. Okay? Stop saying my dot, dot, dot. Okay? Claim your victory. All right. So this time I'm going to try to sign off from this live. I'm still figuring it out, y'all. So until next time, peace and love. And I guess eventually it's going to cut off.